I'm really sorry to admit this, but last night I had to make a choice that sat heavy on my chest for hours. Not because I was confused about my feelings, but because I was painfully clear about them. As the night stretched on, I realized something I had been avoiding for a long time. That loving you openly came with consequences I was no longer willing to let define us. Not because you are wrong, but because the world around us is loud with opinions that were never invited. My family doesn't see you the way I do. They see risk where I see depth. They see difference where I see alignment. And slowly, their judgment began pressing into spaces that belonged only to us. At first, I tried to ignore it. I told myself love should be strong enough to survive outside noise. But noise, when repeated long enough, becomes pressure. And pressure, when left unchecked, can crack even the strongest bond. Last night, I realized that protecting our relationship didn't mean defending it loudly. It meant creating boundaries quietly. It meant choosing discretion over explanation, and choosing peace over constant resistance. I know how this might sound. I know silence can feel like distance. And distance can feel like doubt. But this choice wasn't about stepping away from you. It was about stepping away from interference. I didn't choose fear. I chose clarity. I chose to stop allowing outside judgment to sit between us like an invisible third presence. I chose to keep what we have clean, untouched, and unpolluted. There are things love doesn't need to prove. And there are moments when love must be guarded, not displayed. Not everything precious survives exposure. Some things survive because they are protected. I know you may wonder why I didn't talk first. Why I carried this internally before saying anything. The truth is, I needed to be certain before I spoke. Because half decisions only create confusion. This choice came from responsibility, not avoidance. From awareness, not guilt. I realized that if I allowed my family's judgment to continue unchecked, eventually it would shape how I showed up with you, and that would be unfair. I don't want you questioning your worth because of opinions that were never earned. I don't want you shrinking yourself to fit narratives that don't belong to you. And I don't want love to feel like something that must constantly justify itself. So I chose to protect us. Not by cutting people off aggressively, but by drawing lines internally. By deciding what gets access and what doesn't. This doesn't mean I'm hiding you. It means I'm honoring you. There is a difference. One comes from shame. The other comes from respect. I need you to understand that this choice was not easy. It required me to confront patterns I've lived with for years. To challenge expectations placed on me long before I knew who I truly was. But clarity arrived when I asked myself one simple question. Would I rather explain my love to people who don't understand it, or protect my love so it can grow without interference? The answer was quiet, but it was firm. I chose us. I chose to keep our connection intact. I chose to remove pressure before it turned into resentment. If this decision feels heavy, that's because it carries intention. And intention always feels heavier than impulse. I'm not asking you to agree immediately. I'm asking you to feel the honesty behind it. Because nothing about this came from confusion. It came from love that is learning how to stand without noise. Love that is choosing boundaries over conflict. Love that understands not every battle strengthens the bond. And if you need time to process this, I respect that. True protection doesn't rush understanding. It waits. It listens. I'm here. Not divided. Not uncertain. Just clearer than I was before.